The Philippines reports its first case of the monkeypox virus. The DOH says the patient is a Filipino national who came home from abroad. The city government of Vigan is preparing to restore heritage sites that were hit by the magnitude 7 earthquake. The father of Ateneo gunman Yumol was shot dead in Basilan barely a week since his son's rampage at Ateneo de Manila University. And the tropical depression Esther is expected to bring scattered rains to parts of Luzon. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. Some towns in Abra have reported extensive damage as a result of the magnitude 7 earthquake that rocked the province this week. We have Mon Gualvez joining us from Tayum, Abra for the details. Mon, can you tell us the latest?
Riza, aftershocks are still being felt here in the town of Tayum after the magnitude 7 earthquake that hit Wednesday. Most of the buildings and houses here sustained heavy damage. Clearing operations have started in the Abra Cervantes Road, which was affected by a landslide. In the hilly parts of Lagangilang, vehicles can now pass, but there are still huge rocks on the side of the road. The municipal hall wasn't spared from damage because of this. Employees are still not allowed to physically report to work. Instead, makeshift offices were built in open spaces for the employees. Almost all of the houses in Barangay Nagtipulan were also wrecked by the earthquake. Residents now fear that earthquake aftershocks will completely tear the houses apart. Huge and deep cracks were also seen in Baay Bridge, which connects the towns of Lagangilang and Bukay. Vehicles are not allowed to pass on one side of it. Schools in the province were also damaged. In Luba, Pakpaka Elementary School had damaged ceilings while their stage was torn in half. The Education Department is now conducting an assessment whether it's safe to resume classes on August 22. While the Alagan Kapatid Foundation has also started giving relief packs to affected residents. Riza, one of the structures that sustained considerable damage in the town of Tayum, is the Church of Saint Catherine of Alexandria, which was built back in 1803. Some parts of the church tore to pieces and it sustained a lot of cracks because of the quake. Assessment is ongoing and as to the restoration plan for the church, but as it's yet to start, many fear that damages will multiply because of the continuous aftershocks. Riza?
Thank you and stay safe there. That's Mon Gualvez reporting live from Tayum, Abra. Meanwhile, restoration of heritage sites in Vigan City are now underway after the magnitude 7 earthquake that rocked northern Luzon. Lyra Panghilinan with the report.
Tourists going to Calle Crisologo in Vigan, Ilocos Sur were not allowed to go near the structure. This as the Vigan local government has yet to completely assess the building. Even taking pictures is prohibited for now.
Alam natin na mga lumang bahay na to, wala po itong mga tinatawag natin na structural steel reinforcements made purely of bricks. Pagka ganyan na nagkakaroon ng mga earthquake na malalakas, nagkakaroon ng crack yan hanggang dun sa pinaka-ilalim.
Around 250 ancestral houses, most of which were built during the Spanish period, are now subject to inspection by engineers and architects. 190 out of 250 are up for rigid inspection. The assessment of these heritage houses and structures is crucial so that the LGU can issue them a certificate of safety clearance. As of Monday morning, only 7 certificates are ready to be issued, but the LGU will be issuing more in the coming days. New structures also need to be inspected. The LGU says they are open to private engineer or architect examining the buildings as long as they are certified by authorities. Despite what happened to the Bantay Bell Tower, masses will continue at the grotto of the church. This was one of the sites visited by Senator Amy Marcos on Thursday. The parish, meanwhile, is appealing for help in rehabilitating the church.
Yung mga daily masses namin sa umaga, as long as hindi uulan, dito sa may templete, sa harap ng image ng Our Lady of Charity. Malaki ang kailanganin na pundo. Especially it's yung structure nga di ba? Ibang-iba. Kaya nga malaking pasasalamat kung tutulong sila.
For News 5, Laila Pangilinan, we are One News.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The father of Yumol was murdered this morning, a few days after the shooting incident in Ateneo. Jenny Dolan with the story.
The father of Ateneo shooting suspect, Dr. Yumol, was shot dead in his residence at Lamitan City, Basilan on Friday morning. This happened less than a week after Yumol gunned down former Mayor Rose Furigay, her assistant, and an Ateneo security guard during the Ateneo Law School graduation rites. According to an eyewitness, the 69-year-old Rolando Yumol was outside his residence sweeping when a riding in tandem shot him. He was immediately brought to the Lamitan District Hospital but was pronounced dead on arrival. The elder Yumol suffered 4 gunshot wounds in his lower back from a caliber .45 pistol. A pistol was found in his shorts, apparently for self-defense. He was a former member of the then Philippine Constabulary. According to the family's caretaker, Rolando has been advised to stay indoors as much as possible.
Sabi ko sa kanya, ang matanda, huwag maglabas dito lang sa bahay, sa loob ng bahay. Sabi ko kanang ganon. Tapos sabi niya, oo, hindi ako maglabas. Ewan po kung bakit, late ang gising ko kanina. 3 cellphone na inalarm ko. Hindi ako nakagising. Nakagising ako sa putok ng baril.
His immediate family members have been informed but are unable to return to Lamitan yet. The Lamitan City Police says linking the recent murder to the shooting last July 24 is still speculative for now.
Maging mainahon po tayo. Huwag po tayong padalos-dalos na mag-suspect. Kung may alitan man silang both parties, sa ngayon po, sinisikap natin na makahagilap ng impormasyon. O under investigation po ito, wala pa tayong lead o wala pa tayong nakuhang witness on sa incident na nangyari kanina.
The Furigay family has called on the police to conduct a thorough investigation to clear their name from the incident.
Of course, nagulat ang family na nangyari yun. Hindi naman tama na husgahan na kaagad ang pamilya Purigay na sila ay may kinalaban dito. Kasi lahat naman ng kaso ay dinaan ng pamilya Purigay sa legal na proseso nung niyurakan ng kanilang mga karapatan.
For his part, Basilan Congressman Mujib Hataman condemned the killing, calling it a senseless act of violence. He urged Lamitan residents to remain calm following the series of shooting incidents. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, we are One News.
A low pressure area off extreme northern Luzon has developed into a tropical depression. Esther was last spotted some 845 kilometers east of extreme northern Luzon. It has maximum sustained winds of 45 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. Scattered rain showers and thunderstorms are expected in Mimaropa and Bicol region, while Metro Manila and the rest of the country can expect cloudy to partly cloudy skies in the next days. Now here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Philippines recorded its first monkeypox case from a 31-year-old returning Filipino. Patient has been discharged and is undergoing strict isolation. The Budget Department is set to submit its proposed national budget for 2023 to Congress on August 22. Press Secretary Trixie Angeles said the government will prioritize education in the next year's budget. And Filipino pole vaulter E.J. Obiena has climbed to 3rd place in the world rankings, becoming the highest-rated Asian in the tally of world athletics. Obiena was fresh from a bronze medal finish in the World Championships, where he cleared the nation record 5.94 meters. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.